Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I explained what is risk. In this video, I'll take it a step further and talk about diversification, which is a way to manage risk. If you haven't already watched my video on investment risk, I request you to watch it. I've put the link in the description. So, what exactly is diversification? Let me give you a simple example. Say, there are two IT companies who make websites for their clients. Both have the exact same income of rupees 100. The first IT company has all of its clients from the tourism industry. On the other hand, the second IT company has clients from industries like banking, telecom, insurance, pharma, tourism, etc. Now say, due to some reason, the tourism industry is badly affected and tourism companies start going out of business. What will be the impact of this development on the two IT companies we were talking about? The second IT company will lose some of its clients from the tourism industry. However, the revenues from other industries will keep coming. However, the first IT company is all set to lose almost all of its revenues and it might go bankrupt if the disruption in the tourism industry lasts for a long time. If you were to invest your money in one of these two IT companies, which one will you choose? Obviously, the second one, because it has a diversified revenue stream. Even if there is a slowdown in one of the industries it provides services to, the second IT company will easily be able to survive. Now, the first IT company will have huge profits if the tourism industry is in a boom. But if the tourism industry goes into trouble, then the first IT company will find it very difficult to survive and it is very likely that it will go out of business too. From this example, you must have realized how important it is to diversify your portfolio. You just cannot put all your money into equities hoping to make big money, because if there is a market crash or a long bear market, then you will lose a lot of money. Also, you cannot put all your money into fixed income securities like government bonds, corporate bonds, fixed deposits, because the after tax returns will be below inflation and you would never be able to build wealth. It is very important to strike a balance between the two. Say you are a 20-year-old like me. We are not married. Our families are not dependent on us. So we can have an equity exposure of as high as 70 to 80%, with the rest invested in fixed income, because we have a lot of risk taking capability. Now, as we age, we get married, have kids, our parents retire, and our responsibilities will increase. So we need to gradually reduce our equity exposure to around 60%. Also, at this point in time, we need to have 10 to 12 months of expenses as an emergency fund so that we can use it whenever we require. Now, as we reach retirement, our equity exposure needs to come down drastically to around 10 to 20%, with the rest invested in safe fixed income securities. With this, we will not have to worry about market fluctuations and we will be able to enjoy our retirement. Also, we can have 5 to 10% of our portfolio allocated to precious metals like gold. Also, one can buy real estate based on their own preferences. One last point. If one is not comfortable with market fluctuations, then it is okay to have a lower equity exposure. You do not need to follow what others are doing, because no amount of returns can be a justification for losing peace of mind. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for my upcoming videos. Also, do share it with your friends and family who might be interested in finance. Stay tuned. Thank you.